To be calm is not a gift of chance, nor a temperament given to some and denied to others. It is a discipline, a practice of the mind, cultivated through reflection, choice, and the steady correction of one's impulses. The Stoics taught that tranquility arises not from the world conforming to our desires, but from our desires conforming to the order of the world. If one wishes to be calm, he must learn to distinguish between what is within his power and what lies beyond it. This distinction, simple as it appears, is the gateway to serenity. The first principle of calmness is self-mastery. A man who is mastered by his anger, fear, or impatience is like a city whose gates stand open. Any disturbance from outside may storm in and seize control, but a man who governs himself is impregnable. How can one achieve such governance? By daily reminding oneself that emotions are not invincible forces, but judgments we place upon events. If someone insults you, it is not the words themselves that wound, but your decision to treat them as wounds. If fortune deprives you of wealth, it is not poverty itself that torments, but your belief that without possessions, life is unlivable. Calmness comes from revising these judgments, from teaching the soul to say, "This is nothing to me, for it lies outside my control. What is in my control is my response, and my response shall be worthy of reason." The second principle is the acceptance of nature. The world is not obliged to arrange itself according to our preferences. Winter will be cold, men will be unjust, accidents will strike, bodies will age, and death will come. These truths are not enemies but companions. They walk beside us whether we acknowledge them or not. To resist them with resentment is to fight against the immovable, exhausting oneself in vain. But to welcome them as part of the order of things is to stand at peace with the universe. Calmness is found in saying, "What happens is not against me, but with me, for I am a part of the same whole that produces both storm and sunshine." The third principle is perspective. Many disturbances shrink when seen in the proper scale of time and space. The quarrel that agitates you today, will it matter in a year or even in a month? The ambition that drives you to sleeplessness, does the applause of men echo in eternity, or does it fade as quickly as the clapping of hands? Remember how many generations have come and gone, each convinced their struggles were ultimate, only to be forgotten like dust. When you weigh your concerns against the endless sweep of existence, most appear light and trivial. To carry them calmly is to recognize their true size. The fourth principle is inner sufficiency. A calm man is one who has discovered that contentment does not depend on external gifts. He can lose wealth without despair, health without panic, reputation without bitterness, because he has secured within himself a stable foundation. The Stoics called this foundation virtue, the consistent choice of reason, justice, courage, and moderation. When the soul is anchored in virtue, no storm can fully unseat it. To practice calmness, then, is to cultivate inner wealth, so that no outer poverty can disturb you. Finally, calmness demands practice in small things. Do not wait for great misfortunes to test your strength. Begin today with the trivial irritations, a rude word, a delayed task, a minor loss. Treat these as exercises, opportunities to train the mind to remain still. Just as an athlete strengthens his body through repeated effort, so the philosopher strengthens his soul through repeated trials. If you endure the small disturbances with composure, you will be prepared for the greater ones. Calmness, then, is not passivity. It is not indifference, nor weakness, nor retreat. It is the firmness of a man who sees the truth of things and will not be shaken by illusion. It is the serenity of one who accepts both joy and sorrow as threads woven into the same fabric. To be calm is to live in accordance with reason, to dwell in harmony with nature, and to rest one's happiness on what no external power can take away. This is the stillness the Stoics sought, and it is still available to anyone who is willing to practice it today. To be calm is to be free, not free from events which no man can escape, but free from the tyranny of one's own unrest. Whoever masters this art carries a fortress within himself, a peace that no insult, no misfortune, no death can overthrow. Let this be our aim, not to chase a life without storms, but to build a soul that remains unshaken when storms arise.